chance, but ends up with a good look at birdie.
This is at the par 4 14th. Miyu Yamashita for par.
Yeah, it was a nice uphill putt there. Got into trouble off the tee.
And they're playing with the defending champs, and as you heard, Karen Stupples is with these four.
Like I said earlier, just the rhythm of the entire day is something different than what all these players are used to, especially the speed of the play with only 2 balls in play today.
Yeah, a little quicker than last week. Here's Yamashita, Karen, at 15.
And finding the fairway nicely. And to that point, not the other 2 players in the group didn't make it up to the tee. They were able to walk a little bit ahead.
Only been 3 birdies today on that hole so far.
Well, Karen, we knew Rio Takeda was good. She won as a non-member last year to earn her LPGA status, and she has not disappointed, and she's got this at the 15th.
She has, and she's one of those players that is strong. She can generate a lot of spin, and that was her downfall on her approach into this green. Hit a wedge, spun it back off the front, down the slope, so forced Miyu Yamashita, her playing partner, to chip up to here.
Only one player hits more greens in regulation on the LPGA Tour than Rio Takeda. And Morgan, they just keep coming from Japan.
Yeah, this is a really exciting pairing. I think these 2 young superstars, we're going to see a lot of great things from both of them, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if they put together a really incredible performance here this week.
And no doubt, Morgan, the alternate shot, the foursomes portion of this tournament is the most difficult for these players, particularly ones that haven't played much of it growing up.
There's one event on the JLPGA that is a team event, and some of these players have played in it.
Hard visually.
Now Rio
Also hits a high tee shot, fading as well.
Those are 2 really good positions, especially the whole location all the way in the back center of the green today, so they'll have a good angle.
and back at 16, Yamashita.
And this is a 6-iron from 172. Do have that little bit of help. And this is heading a little to the right. Got to go.
Morgan?
Yeah, tomorrow they go to 4-ball or 4 best ball in the sense, so as what most people know it as, and that's the opportunity to play aggressive golf, to really make a lot of birdies. Today is you want to play a little more conservatively, and certainly don't expect the scores to be terribly low.
Yamashita to stay under par with Takeda.
She's got her work cut out for her with this putt. It's uphill at the start and flattens out about 3 feet just short of the hole. Oh, well done.
Okay, par at the 16th. Always coveted, really in either format. Just a tough one.
Out watching all of his crew at the Women's Open.
Yeah, Dan Brooks, legend. Okay, this is going to be the second shot for Rio Takeda at 17.
Yeah, she has a little bit of tree trouble and a bit of rough trouble. So she's going to have to hit something a little bit lower, more out to the right. There is some contouring on the fairway that will sort of help kick the ball to the left if you land it short of the green. And it can roll on from there.
Yeah, still not going to be able to get it anywhere close to that hole location, Karen.
No, it's on the far left side of the green.
Didn't quite carry it. It looked like over the rough, so got caught up. That's going to leave an awkward pitch to a short-sided hole location.
We saw. And back at 17, this is the third for Yamashita.
It's a 42-yard shot, but at 38 yards is where it really is a downslope. So you have to be aware of where this is landing. Oh, and that barely cleared the bunker.
Ooh.
It's just hard to get a rhythm in this format. So when one thing goes poorly, sometimes it's very hard to recover. It just continue to compound errors. And it's all part of the strategy of this format.
Karen, you've been here so many years. Is there a strategy for who tees off on which hole, do you think?
I think, you know, that oftentimes I've looked at it and thought players should play a certain way, and then they decide to go and do something completely different. I think this is one of those occasions that you can look at that and think that who's going to have the first putts, who's going to have the most approaches, but ultimately things change and things happen during the round. So I do think the players start off with the thinking of that, but it often doesn't work out as you expect it to. So you see a lot of players just going with the flow this week.
So that's going to drop them back to even par. One hand on the camera at all times.
I didn't realize he was quite so fearless, but obviously he's displaying some good tendencies there.
Rio now.
And this is a little fade as well, fading away from the flag though.
That's a good spot. You don't want to flirt with anything short of this green. As you can see, that penalty area, I want to just make sure you give your partner a look at birdie.
62 is the lowest teams in each wave. Here is Yamashita for birdie.
Pretty solid opening round for this pair as well.
Rio already has a win this year. Miyu with 5 top 10s. Both of them in their first seasons on the LPGA Tour. Both in the top 20 in the world. Round 1, alternate shot at the Dow.